righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith, as it is written, the righteous shall live by faith. We normally think the word gospel is religious, but it is not. It's actually a word the early followers of Jesus stole from Roman propaganda. A Roman gospel announced the birth, reign, and victories of various emperors. But according to Paul, the gospel is not about Rome, but that a son from Israel's royal family was not only born, but was killed and rose from the dead to take his throne above all empires and nations. In Jesus' gospel, Paul says that the righteousness of God is revealed. And now, that can sound like a strange phrase, but in the Hebrew Bible, it refers to God rescuing his people, righting wrongs, defeating evil, and establishing a kingdom of justice and equity for his people. Well, Paul is saying that in Jesus' death and resurrection, God's kingdom was being revealed definitively and finally. Jews had waited centuries for the arrival of this kingdom, and many of them thought the only way to be included in it, though, was to be Jewish. But what Paul says is that loyalty to King Jesus is what allows anybody to experience Jesus' gospel. God's resurrection power, rescue from death, and his kingdom are available to everyone who bows before the one who is risen from the dead and who rules as king over all other kings and rulers. Now, remember, Paul's letter is being sent to Rome. Rome was the superpower of his day and subjected the world through violence and death. And it was Roman soldiers who tortured and executed Jesus. But Paul is scandalously clear that Rome's power is no match for God. There's a new gospel in town. Jesus has risen from the dead and now reigns as the King of the world. God's kingdom has begun. His righteousness and rescue are available to all, and soon all wrongs will be righted. Evil will be defeated, and God's kingdom of justice will be established forever.